Hey there, YouTube and the Gear Page friends. This is the Roan, and I've never done a rig kind of walkthrough before, so I thought it'd be really good just to show what I'm working with, and maybe if it's helpful to other people, then it will help them. Okay, so what I got going on here, I'll start with the guitar. The first thing is my 2009 American Standard Tele with the two-tone ash body. Stock pickups for now. I haven't really decided what I would put in there yet. So that's that. I also have here, this is a 2008 classic antique Les Paul. Which is really sweet. I've been meaning to put some either WCRs or Marshall heads in, but I haven't decided which one yet. For now, it's just got the 57 and the 57 Plus pickups, which are really great. So definitely no urgency there. The next one is a 1972 reissue. It's a Japanese one. I think this is from 1997 or 98. It sounds really great. It needs a little work. The pots are a little scratchy, but otherwise I really like this guitar. The previous owner did some mods. He put some like graphite, I don't know what those are called, saddle things in there. But anyway, yeah, it sounds really great. And last, I just got my bass, which is a Japanese P bass, so I won't waste your time with that one. Guitar-wise, I have amp-wise, I've got a Egnater Rebel 30 with a Lopo 1x12 cab close back with an Eminence speaker of some kind in there, which is just kind of my B-rig. I just take it to smaller things or whatever, and it's also a really great complement to my A setup, which is the Mesa Boogie Mark V with the vertical 2x12 cab loaded with Celestion Vintage 30s. I love this amp to death. Literally nothing I can't do with it, so I'm really happy with it. Had it for a couple years. Yeah, no complaints. Onto the pedals. I've got a Dunlop DVP volume pedal. It's gigantic, but it is really good. Next, I have the Boost Tarkington, made for me by my buddy Ben_Allison, for those of you on the Gear Page and Harmony Central. It's pretty simple construction, on-off, and then I can toggle between two boost levels. So really, I always like to have like I like to push the front end of my amp, and as well as the like buffer through my signal chain, and this way I can kind of like balance the volumes between like going from humbuckers to single coils. The Tone Press by Barber, which is a really great pedal. It's just really I only use it for volume swells to even out the volume of the strings. And next I have a Catalan Bred Silver Kiss Mark II, which is a really great pedal. I mainly use it for when I'm in a clean channel and I just need a little bit of a lead sound, so it gives me a little bit of grit, a little bit of volume, and like some shine to the tone, which is really great. Line 6 M9, which a lot of people have. It's a really great flexible pedal. Thinking about getting this modded too, just to kind of clean it up, make it a little bit clearer. And then what I'm really proud of is my Strymon Timeline and Eventide Space. I really don't need to do much there, but I think the thing that really makes my rig awesome to me is the MIDI Moose. And so what I have here is it has 5 MIDI channels, and then I go up and then I access the next 5. And so what I can do here is I can make my presets with all the pedals, and it'll change all of them simultaneously. Unfortunately, the M9 does not have MIDI through technology as of yet, so what I had to do, if you'll bear with me, is I had to get a MIDI through, if you can see that there, which splits the MIDI signal after the timeline. So I've got the timeline going into the MIDI through. One goes to the M9, but then the other goes to my RJM mini amp gizmo, which changes channels on the Mark V, which is a really, really great setup. So if you look here, I'm on channel 1, and then I hit the MIDI mouse, and that changes everything. So now I'm on channel 2. Obviously I have a blank setting on the timeline, and then I've got a noise gate going on the M9, and then my amp has now changed channels to channel 2, and then we can repeat. I press 3, channel 3, blank, noise gate, and now I'm on channel 3 of the Mark V. So that's my rig. MIDI used to be really, really daunting for me, but it's really, really simple. Literally, you hit preset 1, and then all of your preset 1s are now available. You set it up, save them individually, and then you're done. And then you do the same thing for all of your presets. So it's pretty easy. I don't have any continuous control changes there. That means like on and off or tap tempo functionality, but I don't really need it, given that most of the time I'd just be using the timeline to set my delay times, maybe once in a while the M9, but for the most part I don't really need it. And the great thing about the Space is that you can actually have it set to be on or off with a program change message. So anyway, that's that. Hopefully it was helpful. If you've got any questions about my rig, send me a message. Bye.